All right behind us is exactly why we came out to the St. Lawrence Seaway. We are seeing some excellent marine traffic. What do we got back there, see?
We have a freighter of some sort, right?
It's a Dutch heavy lift vessel. I believe it's something called the Van der Hoeve Leven Wachtenwunden.
No, it's the Hemsker.
Yeah.
That.
Okay, welcome to this week's episode of Love Subbin, and today is Chain Sox Employee Appreciation Day.
Yay!
You guys may not know it, but Steve and Denise run our affiliate office for New Hampshire and have been
Proudly.
sales leaders in
Yes.
Chain Sox. So we're going to take them out on a cruise. We're going to go to Alexandria Bay. We're going to learn about shore dinners, which we'll do tonight. We're staying at Jacques Cartier State Park, and it's actually pretty cool. Cartier is the first European to discover the entry to the St. Lawrence Seaway. He's also the first person to actually name Canada, which is right across that way.
Yep.
So we'll learn a little bit about that today. We'll do a little bit of the Chain Sox Employee Appreciation Day. You know, Steve and Denise also were part of the testing program for the year-long testing
Exactly,
regime
the beta model.
Yes.
that we put Chain Sox through before we sent them out to
That
everybody
was
else.
a grueling test, if I do
Yeah,
say
it
so
was.
Yeah,
myself.
that was
We worked
honestly
tirelessly on this.
Yes.
Yes.
But nevertheless, let's go ahead and head out to Alexandria Bay. Thousand Islands is an archipelago of 1,864 islands on the St. Lawrence River. To qualify as an island must have 1 square foot of land that stays above water year-round and support at least 2 living trees.
Alexandria Bay, New York, is home to Millionaire's Row, a group of islands developed by late 19th century industry leaders as summer homes. Persons such as George Boldt of Boldt Castle and Waldorf Astoria Hotel, George Pullman of Pullman Company, Frederick Bjorn of the Singer Sewing Machine, and W.O. Wyckoff of Remington Typewriter all built large mansions or castles on the islands.
Just Room Enough Island is the smallest island with a house in the Thousand Islands with a total square area of just 3,300 square feet. And you can see all the traffic of the tour boats up ahead. All right, crew, how was our boat tour?
It's been great so far.
Not too shabby, huh?
Not too shabby. It's
Some
been
beautiful homes.
Some beautiful homes.
Great history. I love the history.
Yes.
Yep.
We're approaching the Boldt Castle here, and it's a stop off on the tour from Millionaire's Row. And we get off and tour the castle for a separate fee, and then you can just catch one of the other boats going back.
Yep. Well, I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to hang around town a little bit. Not too shabby.
It is.
Oh, my hat's looking stupid again. Oh, man, it always does that.
Uncle Sam's Boat Tour offers a 1-hour tour of Millionaire's Row, amongst other tours, that includes a stop at Boldt Castle.
All right, Sin. Tell the truth. The real reason you didn't want to go to Boldt Castle there is because they said it was dry. There's
It was
no
a dry.
beer.
Yeah, it was a dry
And
island.
we're looking maybe to get some local brew, huh?
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and check these out. Maybe some of them have some really beautiful views, though. You can see there.
Some pretty garden. All right, so we came here specifically for one thing. I wanted to get some local Thousand Island dressing. And this is as local as it can get. This is from Ontario, so it's pretty close by. So we'll talk about this and the origin story behind it.
There's a couple different stories. That's
Yep.
always are with food. There's never one like this dude invented it.
Pretty much. So there's a couple different stories, and we'll talk about that when we're making our shore dinner.
All right, Sin, we've hit the dinner portion of our day. What's happening?
We are actually going to replicate a classic shore dinner, and this is a local food tradition that started back in the days when the people from New York City would come up and spend their summers up here, and they would do fishing tours. And the fishing tours would happen in the morning, and at lunchtime they would get all the fish that they caught, and they would have a big lunch with all the fish that they would caught. And so it was a progressive dinner where they would start with bacon and bread. And so the fish would be breaded fish and would be fried next. They would also have Syracuse potatoes because the salted potatoes came up from Syracuse, which is not too far south from here.
And make sure you check out, we have a whole video on Syracuse salt potatoes and the history and how they're made. So make sure you check out that video. I'll leave a link up there.
And they would also serve a salad with the famous Thousand Island dressing. And when we serve the salad, I will tell you the legends and the history, perhaps, of that. And finally, they would finish with some French toast with some local syrup. And they would also doctor it up with brandy, so it would be like a little bit more dessert.
When I was telling people about this meal, I would say, guess what dessert is? And nobody guessed French toast. The one thing I found really interesting is it was the captain of the fishing boat that did all this cooking on the island.
Yep. And so that they would find a unique island somewhere, and then they would have, and the crew would help.
Yep.
And they would do this big dinner for all their guests. So I think that was a very interesting tradition, and so we're going to try it out.
Okay,
And
so
I'm the crew helping.
You're the crew, you're the captain.
Yep.
I'm the
and your crew too.
I'm crew.
Yep.
Hopefully the wind muff is working, because as you can see from up here,
Yep.
it is a
Blustery day.
Here in the Thousand Islands. We are flying the Canadian flag because right over there is Canada.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like my coals are ready. Let's start this shore dinner. Oh yeah.
All right, the bacon I think is ready to go, right?
Yep. Check that out. That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good.
It's looking really good, Cindy.
Fabulous. So this is the first course. It's bacon on bread, and it usually is white bread versus wheat bread. But the important part is the bread is not toasted in any way, and the point was you were supposed to be able to fold it and make it into a semi-sandwich, and you can add onions if you like.
All right.
So it's supposed to be very simple fare and very easy to cook. And you're just supposed to just kind of fold it into
This is just like breakfast.
into a sandwich. Granted, they're supposed to be bigger, but I think we had a big lunch today, so.
So is it a good start to our shore dinner?
I
It
think
was
so.
definitely a good start.
Good.
All right, well, let's enjoy.
All right. So what is the what temperature?
353, 352. I think we're ready to go.
I think we're ready to go.
All right, so we've used 100% peanut oil along with the bacon grease,
Okay.
so that we can get some of that flavor of the bacon grease, but the peanut oil's got a high smoke point. So let's go ahead and start throwing these puppies in.
Yep.
Very careful. That's
Now, admittedly, the breadcrumbs should have been a little finer than this. This is panko, so. But this is fresh perch.
We're getting real close here, I think.
All right, so about 6 minutes, right?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, they look golden brown. I think they'll be great.
All right.
All right, so I think we're going to move the French toast inside because it's getting a little too blustery.
Yeah.
And I think that's just for safety purposes.
All right, see what's happening now.
We're making the dessert. We're making the French toast. So this should be close to being ready to go.
All right, dinner is at Steve and Denise's tonight in their 20-foot caravel.
Yep. Very similar to ours.
All right, guys, our shore dinner is ready.
Yes, we got the fish, we got the salt potatoes, and for the dessert we have the brandy French toast.
All right.
So we are here in the Thousand Islands, and we almost forgot the most important point of this shore dinner. It has salad with the Thousand Island dressing, and this is a local made dressing that we picked up, and you probably saw that in the shop. And the story behind the Thousand Island dressing has two origin stories, and the first one was the person who owned the Boldt Castle, who also owned the Waldorf Astoria. His yacht chef ran out of ingredients for a salad dressing and actually came up with this on the yacht, and he thought it was so great that he called it a Thousand Island dressing and sort of served it in his hotels. The other one was an actress who was on one of the excursions to go out fishing. She tried this dressing when they ran out of a certain type of dressing on their shore dinner, and she liked it so much she named it a Thousand Island dressing and introduced it to her friend Mr. Boldt. So both are valid legends.
Yet no food ever has one single theory, and every theory on food always involves somebody running out of something
Absolutely.
and then having to put something together.
Or doing something impromptu.
Right. So comment below what your favorite salad dressing is.
Yes.
Is it Thousand Island?
Could be French, could be Italian. There's so many types.
Blue cheese, and I think ranch is probably a winner chicken dinner.
Yep.
How about Roquefort dressing?
Ah.
Ah.
My mom used to love
Yeah.
that. She would
Or
make it all the
Caesar.
time. Caesar.
Yep,
Yes.
there's so many different types. So
Yep.
comment below, what's your favorite dressing?
All right, crew, we're heavy into the shore dinner. What's our take except for dessert?
I think the Thousand Island dressing is a winner, not only for the salad, but also for the fish. It kind of takes the place of tartar sauce.
How does it compare to like salad Thousand Island from the store?
I don't know. I haven't had a Thousand Island from the store in quite a while, but this is a very nice version of this.
Okay.
And it actually has some pickle relish in it that you could actually taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
It tastes like my mom's Thousand
Yeah.
Island. She always made her own Thousand Island dressing, and it had chunks of pickle relish in
Yep.
it. But this is very good.
Mine didn't last very long. I'm just working on the last few salt
Yep.
potatoes.
Yep.
Yep. Steve's already nailed that.
Yep.
And how was the fish from the fish cooker person?
The fish cooker person, I think for his first attempt was amazing.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yep, so
I
everything,
think it's great.
and the salt potatoes turned out perfect.
All right. One final course.
Yep.
We'll call it a shore dinner.
Yep.
All right. This is really weird for me in that dessert is French toast.
It's a breakfast, but I think when I added the brandy to it, maybe I made it hopefully more of a dessert.
Yes, you added brandy to the batter.
Yes, I
correct?
did.
Now, is that a traditional thing? Did they do that?
They did to
Okay.
kind of spice it up and make it a little bit more special.
And they use New York maple syrup, but we had to use Vermont maple syrup. It's a little known fact that on our tax form, I believe it's line 25J, we have to sit there and certify that not during the year had we had any maple syrup from a state other than Vermont.
Yes.
And they say if yes, go to line 30, and there's like this big penalty. So,
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so
The
we only can do
little known
Vermont.
tax fact.
It's totally Vermont,
Vermont.
maple
Yeah.
syrup.
It is.
All right, what do you guys think?
Well, we're gonna try it,
Let's
right?
give it-
French toast at
I
8
gotta
o'clock
have
at
a
night.
little
This is
syrup
like
here.
against all of my...
So, the question is can you taste the brandy?
Okay.
10 out of 10 over here.
All right, 10 out of 10 for Steve.
It's really
Stinks.
good. Now, I added about a tablespoon of brandy.
Yeah, I would have added more.
It's really good, though.
I wonder if you do French toast just by soaking it in brandy and then putting it on the skillet.
No, there's some variations that we can explore.
Ah,
That is delicious French toast. I'm not sure I'm tasting the brandy,
I agree.
but the maple syrup, I mean, really, that's kicked it up.
all right, well, there's our shore dinner for the night.
Yep. And we have our rosé.
Oh, right, a rosé.
Yep,
Cheers,
and that
friends.
was very
Cheers.
good. Cheers. We're off tow day tomorrow.
Yep, and we will do a campground review tomorrow.
Yes, we will. All right, the idea of having French toast for dessert for me was an idea that was abhorrent. Kind of like putting ketchup on grits down south. It was really good. It was really good. Cindy was talking about how the recipe added flour and cinnamon and of course a splash of brandy.
A
and
little bit of sugar. Not bad.
That was excellent.
not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our campground here at Jacques Cartier State Park in Morristown, New York, right on the St. Lawrence Seaway. The sites are huge, with more than enough room. We could have actually have pulled in another camper here if we wanted to.
Yep.
And I think that's typical because if you look, there's a lot of families, they seem like multiple families that come together and they spend the time here, like a week.
And
or
some of them are tempters.
family reunions, stuff like that. There was all kinds of folks gatherings. So there's large family gatherings here and probably why this is so appealing to folks. Fireplace was perfectly clean. We got some coals in it from our Dutch oven cooking. It was pretty level. We needed 2 blocks. So nice grass surface, well maintained.
Yep, everything was beautiful.
The kicker, as we said earlier, was that on Reserve America, this site was, or the New York State Reservation, this site was defined as a 15 amp site. So we realized we weren't going to have air conditioning. It was going to be 90 degrees. But when we showed up,
We were prepared to suffer.
we
Yep.
had 30 amp.
Yep, and it looks pretty brand new.
Yeah, it looks brand new. So I think they just put this in this year and they haven't updated the source on.
Well, yeah. So that's
Reserve
probably why
America.
we were able to get the site.
So there's a lot of sites right on the water here. You can see Fishing is hugely popular in this area, so there's a lot of fishing boats. There's a dock, and it's really, if you can get one of those sites on the water, that is awesome.
Yeah, we can watch the freighters and all the boat traffic.
But even if you can't, you know, depending upon who pulls in, for most of our stay, that Dutchman there wasn't there, so we had a nice view right out onto the waterway. So it was just when he pulled in last night that we kind of lost that view. But overall, I would say this is an outstanding campground.
Yes.
If you're looking to explore the Thousand Islands, if you're looking to explore Boldt Castle,
or if you're looking to just pop into Canada.
yes, our friends went into Canada over the bridge right to Brockville.
Yep. Across the way.
Across the way. So overall, I'd say it's a pretty good campground. We're pretty happy here.
Very good experience.
Yep. And the site is like most New York State parks, there's no water hookup, so you can just, you know, bring your jerry cans, and of course there's no sewer. But we haven't hit this one, but New York State has some sweet dump stations. And yet another perfect New York State dump station. I'd say of our 43 states that we've traveled consistently, New York's got the best dump stations around. You can see the easy ingress, easy egress, nice wide lanes. They've got all the stuff to rinse your hose out and everything.
A garbage can for the gloves.
Yep, so it's well designed. However, if you want to understand why people blow up their RV tires, here's the evidence right here. Hitting curbs is probably the #1 reason why RV tires blow up. And the insidious thing about hitting a curb is that the damage occurs immediately, but the blowout may take a year or more to actually happen. So when people have a blowout, they're like, well, I didn't hit a curb. You did hit a curb. You hit
At
a curb
some point.
like a year ago,
Yeah.
and the blowout is just manifesting itself now. The damage was done a long time ago, and you've long since forgotten. Like all these RVers hit this curb
Yeah.
all along here.
Look at that. They just didn't turn in wide enough.
And especially on the other one here, which has a super wide turn, and people still nail the curbs. Okay, we have stopped off on our way to Sampson State Park at the Thousand Island Winery.
It's a huge winery, nice big parking lot, and some good RV parking.
Yeah, we Google Earthed it, as we always do when we're trying to stop at something like this. We like to make sure it's not too tight, but it's pretty wide open. And we're gonna do some, well, Cindy, I follow the pilot's rule of 8 hours between bottle and throttle when towing. So no wine tasting for Rich today, but they'll definitely see some bottle after the throttle once we get to the campground.
Correct.
All right, see, pick us out some good ones.
Okay, we will.
All right, well, we've wrapped up our wine tasting.
Yes, and I ended up with the Chardonnay. We needed to bring a wine to our wine tasting tonight.
Yep.
And so this was the best of the bunch that I tasted, so we're gonna bring this one. And what did you get?
Yeah, even though I didn't get to taste any wine, I scored some Utica Club. It's hard to find Utica Club, but it is the first beer legally sold after Prohibition. Make sure you check out our Utica video where we visited, or tried to visit it, and had a series of fails.
Yep.
As we tried to visit the Utica Club where they brewed the stuff at the FX Mac Brewery in Utica, New York.
Yep.
But nevertheless had a great time anyway.
It's a very light beer, right? Like a
It
Pilsner?
is. It's a lager.
Oh, it's a lager,
Yep.
okay. But we're gonna enjoy that.
So Cindy and I, as you know, are always trying to find more nutritious ways to eat on the road versus just, you know, either fast food or sandwiches all the time.
We don't do fast food.
Well, yeah, but sandwiches and stuff like that. And, you know, we love our Ataki lunchbox. We've got a big playlist on all the times our truck has cooked breakfast, our truck has cooked lunch for us. But another option is just to use these, like, ramen type things.
Noodle cups.
This is a little bit more healthy and nutritious than, say, those styrofoam ones that you might think about. This has got a little less sodium in it. It's
Yes.
plant-based, so it's not too bad. We'll boil water beforehand, keep them in this thermos.
Yep. Keeps it nice and hot.
And then we'll be able to just get it going. This thermos is a really good, I think I got this thermos for perfect attendance. I missed only, in my working career, 1 full day and 1 half day of work. And so that's part of my reward, was this thermos.
Yep. It's been a good one.
Yeah, I mean, this is boiling, so yeah. So another way to keep some nutritious meals when on the road. All right, well, there you have it, the Thousand Islands. What do you think?
Well, we had a great time, and I enjoyed learning about a new food region and learning about the traditions behind it. It was very, very interesting. And it's even better with friends.
Yes. Oh, and one other thing. If you're at the Hershey RV show, the nation's largest RV show, this upcoming Wednesday, we will be at the YouTube Content Creators Meet a YouTuber booth Wednesday. I think it's at 10 o'clock, but check the schedule.
Yeah, we'll probably be behind KYD, and everybody will leave when they do. So,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Hey, we'll be there.
Exactly.
If you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up.
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
And comment below if you will be at Hershey, and maybe we can meet up with you guys.
Because we come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.